Think about every home makeover show you have ever seen. What is the very first thing they do? They grab a sledgehammer and smash every wall in sight. They promise you a massive, light-filled dream home where the whole family can be together. But there is a dirty little secret the real estate industry is not telling you. That open concept floor plan, it is quietly destroying your nervous system. Today we are going to look at the exact psychology of why your dream house is actually making you feel so exhausted. Let's start with what is happening inside your brain right now. Psychologists use a term called cognitive load. Think of your brain like a computer processor. When you sit in a cozy room with four walls, your brain only has to process the objects in that specific room. It can finally power down and rest. But when you tear down the walls, you remove the visual boundaries. Imagine you are trying to relax on the couch and watch a movie. You think you are resting, but your peripheral vision is screaming at you. You can see the dirty dishes piled up in the kitchen sink. You see the mail on the dining table. You see the kids' toys scattered across the rug. Your brain is forced to process three different rooms and a massive to-do list at the exact same time. You never truly relax because your subconscious is working overtime. And then there is the noise. Walls do not just hold up the roof. They absorb sound. When you remove them, your house turns into a giant echo chamber. Someone is blending a smoothie in the kitchen, the television is blasting in the living room, and someone else is talking on the phone. All of these sounds bounce off the hard floors and crash into each other. Without acoustic privacy, your brain goes into a state of hypervigilance. You are always on alert. But the deepest reason you secretly hate this layout goes way back to evolutionary psychology. It is a concept called Prospect and Refuge. Since the caveman days, humans have needed two things to feel completely safe. We need a clear view of our surroundings to see what is coming, which is the prospect. But we also desperately need a secure, enclosed space to protect our backs, which is the refuge. Open concept homes give you endless prospect, but absolutely zero refuge. You're always exposed. You're always visible. You're always on stage in your own home. There is nowhere to just disappear. I am actually really curious about this, and I want you to be totally honest with me. Do you ever find yourself taking extra long in the bathroom or sitting in your parked car in the driveway just to get 5 minutes of absolute enclosed silence away from everyone? Drop a comment and let me know. Because if you do this, you are not antisocial. Your house has just failed to give you a sanctuary. We all felt this intensely over the last few years. When your living room is also your office, your gym, and your dining room, your brain gets incredibly confused. Walking through a doorway and physically closing a door signals to your brain that you are changing identities. You go from worker to parent to partner. Without walls, your identities just bleed together into one chaotic space. You never really leave work, and you never fully arrive at home. Here's the fascinating part. The ultra-wealthy have already figured this out. If you look at historic mansions or the highest-end custom homes being built today, they do not use open concepts. They have a quiet library for reading, a formal dining room for eating, a closed study for working. They know that true luxury is not a giant empty barn. True luxury is having boundaries. It is time we stop feeling guilty for wanting to close a door. Walls are not a punishment. They are psychological boundaries that give us permission to disconnect. They give us the quiet corners where our best thinking actually happens. So, if your massive open living room is making you anxious, take a deep breath. You are not crazy. You are just a human being who needs a quiet corner to lean against. Welcome to MindGraphy. We explore the hidden architecture of human behavior. See you in the next one.